Well, thank you for joining us at noon. I'm Journey Taylor. We hope you've had an amazing week. We want to go straight over to Tracy Bean, where I have to say I spent a little second outside and I thought I saw the sun, Tracy. But the clouds are back again.
They are back. You did see a little bit of sunshine, but if you have plans this weekend, you'll see some sunshine. That's the good news. Yes. We are looking at a few little sporadic rain showers today, but not a lot. The good news is most of that has passed on. Francine is leaving us, thank goodness. And as that system continues to wrap back into Arkansas, it's hitting that dry air, and you can already start to see a few of those showers start to dissipate. We are looking for those rainfall to start to subside. This is our 24-hour rainfall totals in central Arkansas. Not a lot, about half an inch or so. You can see in the northeastern portion of the state, Jonesboro area, a lot of rain. But the good news is, even with the rain we are expecting today, not a lot more is going to fall. We've had enough rain in those areas, of course, had some flooding issues, and things will start to alleviate just a little bit. But if you are in this green shaded area, looking for around 50%, but the closer you get to Little Rock and past, those chances do start to diminish. Looking at 73 today, and that's really right around our high. It's going to be in those 60s, right around those areas where it's just a little bit cooler with that cloud cover. We're going to talk about your Friday forecast that evening, those football games, and what you can expect for the weekend coming up.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Well, we begin today in Nevada County, where state police say they've arrested a volunteer coach for child sex crimes. ASP tells us that on September 11th, they arrested 34-year-old Alejandro Mendoza of Texarkana on felony charges for endangering children and sexually explicit conduct and possessing material depicting sexually explicit conduct involving a child. Now, a complaint to the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force in July led investigators to confirm claims that Mendoza had inappropriate contact with juveniles and exchanged pictures. Mendoza was arrested and booked into the Nevada County Jail. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing. Well, if you follow Pine Bluff Police on Facebook, you've no doubt heard about their low speed pursuit of a stolen golf cart. The department says they got so many questions about what happened, they had to share the video. So I want you to stop what you're doing and take a look at the TV. You don't want to miss this. Well, in a Facebook upload this morning, the Pine Bluff Police Department added the Benny Hill theme song, Yakety Sax playing to the background. This is just absolutely unbelievable. Well, no word yet on charges or the identity of the man who stole the golf cart, but Pine Bluff Police say they have another hero to thank. Well, now to a THV 11 update. After announcing his resignation last month, Little Rock Schools Superintendent Jamal Wright is now staying. The school board held a special meeting last night. It went into executive session for more than an hour. Here's what happened when it came back out.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? The motion carries.
Also, that deserves applause.
Wright will finish out the year at LRSD, and then the board will reevaluate to discuss possible changes to his contract. Also at last night's meeting, the board announced it's investigating one of its own members for potential conduct and ethics violations. They aren't yet naming the member in question. And now to a story we've been following for you. School administrators are voicing frustration following a rash of threats this week. Most are false alarms. However, one student in Cabot is now likely facing criminal charges. THV 11's Rebecca Brown has more on the ramifications.
The safety of our children in schools is our highest priority. And recently, we faced a serious and alarming threat at Cabot High School.
Schools across the state are closely monitoring their campuses after several districts received potential school threats. Officials are increasing police presence, using lockdowns, and investigating all possible threats in hopes of calming fears and keeping everyone safe. It's those steps that led Cabot School District to a suspect who allegedly left a threat in the high school's bathroom earlier this week.
This student has admitted to making the threat and will face serious school consequences along with felony charges. Although the student claims there was no intent to harm anyone, the severity of the situation demands strict legal consequences.
In a released video on Thursday, Superintendent Tony Thurman says other students may have known the suspect was behind the threat and did not report it.
Those students will also face consequences.
The Cabot threat is just one of several schools reacting to the threats in the wake of last week's Georgia school shooting. The Arkansas Department of Education released a statement today about the concerning trends, saying, quote, "We are working with districts to implement additional safety measures stressed through LEARNS, and we also have been in contact with districts about the threats they are receiving. We have offered our support, and our Safe Schools unit stands ready to assist, offer guidance, and provide resources wherever needed." To prevent mass violence, the Federal Bureau of Investigation asks that you report any suspicious activity by first telling someone you trust and then contacting your local law enforcement, because Superintendent Thurman says every threat will always be taken seriously.
It is imperative for our students and your children to understand that there are consequences for posting threats regardless of intent. There are no jokes when it comes to student and staff safety.
Well, THV 11 also spoke with local law enforcement. We were not provided any updates on the naming of a suspect at Cabot High School. However, we will continue following the story to keep you updated. And to see the superintendent's full statement right now, we have it there on THV11.com. And sticking with education, colleges and universities are celebrating record enrollments for this fall semester. The University of Central Arkansas is one of them. Overall, the number of students increased 3.4% over the last year, and UCA's president says the incoming freshman class drove that with a 26% surge over last year.
All of that adds up to a lot of new energy, a lot of new faces on campus, and it's been a great fall so far, and we're looking forward to a great academic year.
Arkansas State, UAPB, Arkansas Tech, Harding, Central Baptist, and Pulaski Tech are also reporting higher enrollment this fall. Now, something people in Faulkner County need to know. Conway Corp is issuing a mandatory water curtailment order this morning. Users are asked to suspend all non-essential water usage. Emergency repairs are underway, but you can expect the curtailment to continue until tomorrow evening. Conway Corp says the water is safe to drink. THV 11's Carter Thweet will have more on the curtailment calls tonight at 5 and 6. Happening today, Union Pacific's iconic Big Boy locomotive is chugging its way through Arkansas. It's the world's largest operating steam locomotive, coming in at a whopping 1.1 million pounds. Today it'll be in Northeast Arkansas, and tomorrow afternoon it'll make stops in Brinkley and Pine Bluff. Sunday evening it will be in North Little Rock. To get more on stop details, head over to THV11.com. Also today, the Republican Party of Pope County is hosting Congressman Jim Jordan. You may recognize him as the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. He also represents the state of Ohio. Jordan will speak tonight at the Center of Arts in Russellville, along with Congressman Bruce Westerman. If you're interested in attending, tickets are available online at russellvillecenter.net. Doors also open at 6 o'clock. In the race for the White House, former President Donald Trump says he will not debate Vice President Kamala Harris again. Both candidates were back on the campaign trail yesterday, where Trump continued those wildly false claims about Haitian immigrants, and now geese are involved. Caitlin Huey Burns is following the race.
Are we going to do this, North Carolina? Yeah.
Campaigning in North Carolina for the first time since her debate with Donald Trump, Vice President Kamala Harris welcomed another one.
2 nights ago, Donald Trump and I had our first debate. And I believe we owe it to the voters to have another debate.
But in Tucson, Arizona, Trump said after debating President Biden in June and Harris this week, he's done.
There will be no third debate.
Some rally-goers we spoke with said Trump should focus on the task at hand.
Forget about everything that she's doing. Just talk about what you do, what you do best, how you're going to get in front of people, what your platform is, because he'll win on that.
During that campaign stop, Trump unveiled a new economic policy, pledging to end all taxes on overtime pay.
The people who work overtime are among the hardest working citizens in our country.
But the proposal would need congressional approval. approval, and Trump didn't detail how it would work or be paid for. The former president also repeated his false claim about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio.
They take in the geese. You know where the geese are? In the park, in the lake. And even walking off with their pets.
A lie he continued promoting online, as well with AI-generated photos. All while the Springfield City Hall was evacuated Thursday after a bomb threat was set to multiple city agencies and schools. The city's mayor told the Springfield News-Sun the threat included complaints about Haitian migrants.
And all of that could come up later today when Trump is expected to hold a press conference here at his California property. Now, there are just 53 days to go until Election Day, so it is crunch time on the campaign trail. Trump will head to Las Vegas for a rally tonight, and Kamala Harris will campaign in Pennsylvania. Caitlin Huey-Burns, CBS News, Palos Verdes, California.
Millions of Social Security recipients can expect a 2.5% cost of living increase in their benefits next month. That's a monthly average of around $48 according to projections. The bump is less than the 3.2% raise in 2024, but on trend with historic norms. AI is now being employed just about everywhere you look, but does that include how you get new ice cream flavors? In 2 minutes, we're showing how tastemakers are using the technology to give you centuries-old desserts a new twist. But first, Tracy, what can we expect in weather?
Well, we've got cloudy skies out there, and we're not really going to see the sunshine until tomorrow, but we've got a nice weekend ahead. Stay with me. Coming back, we're going to talk about that gorgeous sunny weekend and what we can expect for next week as well.